On this episode of YaEat, we will be making grandma pizza. This is really fun, easy, and delicious. You're not going to want to miss this recipe.
Spend some time with your family and watch this recipe, and make sure you watch to the end.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of YaEat. As usual, I'm super excited to have you here, and I really appreciate all of your support. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. And if you're new, we would love if you could subscribe to our channel and also make sure that you like our video and comment. It really helps with our algorithms. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And once we do, we will have a monthly contest giveaway. All you need to do is be a subscriber and like and comment on one of our videos. So one other thing you want to do is go to YaEat.tv. That's YaEat.tv. Scroll down to the bottom and register for our newsletters. We'll send the recipe to you each week, or any pertinent information that we have, which is not that much. So as of this month, we started taking pre-orders for soups that I will be making fresh on Thursday, November 4th, available for pickup or delivery on Friday, November 5th. If you order before October 21st, you'll receive 20% off your entire order. And if you order 5 quarts of soup or more, you get 1 for free. Let's get to our recipe. So today we'll be making grandma pizza, and the grandma pizza is usually a square pizza or a rectangle pizza as opposed to a round pizza. It's kind of like it's like a thin Sicilian. But the other thing is that they usually layer the cheese on the bottom, and we usually use fresh mozzarella, and then the sauce is on top. And we brought my pizza stone or pizza iron that we have here, so it gets really hot, so we can get really nice and crispy on the bottom. So we're going to set our oven up as high as it goes, about 500 degrees, and we're going to make some grandma pizza. So I'm really excited. I'm ready to make this pizza. Are you ready to make some grandma pizza? Here we go. Print all our recipes on YaEat.tv. I put on a marinara sauce a little bit earlier. It's just about done. I'm going to let it cool down just a little bit, but we're going to get started on our pizza in the meantime. But that's the sauce that I'm going to be using for this grandma pizza. Okay, so I put the pizza steel in the oven, which is going to make the pizza more crispier. And I don't know if we can see that, it's quite hot, but it's about over 500 degrees. Yep, 520. I pre-made some dough, and I'm going to make 2 halves. So we're adding a generous amount of extra virgin olive oil to the pan. Let's get a good look at those air pockets. You can see all the air pockets in here. This is dough that I made 2 days ago. So it aged in the refrigerator. Just gently pat the dough into shape. If the dough is made correctly, it will stretch very easily. You create like a little pocket here to make sure you get a crust. So I have some fresh mozzarella here. I'm just going to lay this down. How much cheese you put on your pizza is up to you. As I place the mozzarella down, I separated them by about 1/2 inch. Now I am using fresh mozzarella. I got a really good deal on it today. It was half the price. But you can use, I would say, you can use regular mozzarella or processed mozzarella. Just try to get the low moisture kind, if you can find it. I didn't have any sauce on hand, so I had to make it. I made sauce so many times for you in the past. You should know how to make it. I'll share that recipe of the marinara sauce in the description below. And we're just sprinkling some fresh oregano on the bottom of this here. I want to say fresh, but high quality dried oregano. Still on the stem. Now what we're going to do is going to add some of this sauce. So again, this pizza is made with the cheese on the bottom. I like to be generous with the sauce, but that's up to you. I just layered it over the mozzarella cheese mostly. I really like this pie because it's a little bit different. Okay, so the next step we're going to do here is we're going to just sprinkle some pecorino romano cheese on top. I'm going to get that in the oven. As I showed you before, the oven's about over 500 degrees. I'm going to cook this on the lowest shelf, and I also have it on top of a pizza steel, so it gets nice and crispy on the bottom. Okay, oh, look at that. I think it's ready to come out. I'm going to pull that out of the oven. No matter how much oil you put on the pan, there's still a good chance that the dough may stick. You want to take your spatula and make sure you scrape underneath it so you can then lift it from the pan. You can see how crispy it is on the bottom. I don't want the sauce to run all over the place. Keep it in that little pocket that we made. There's the other half of that. And the only thing we need to do is we'll throw a little fresh basil on top. Some people put the basil in when they put the pizza in, but I like the freshness of the basil and not having it all crispy cooked. Grandma pizza. You eat? You want to eat? Make this recipe. It's delicious. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like close up. And again, we'll take a look at that crust. First of all, you can see the air pockets. See the air pockets there? Okay, and then the crust. Nice and crispy. Okay, that's it. We made our grandma pizza. Wasn't that difficult, right? I did make the dough ahead of time, and I will include the dough recipe in the description below, along with the marinara sauce recipe. But here we go. Here's my grandma pizza. It's really delicious. You really could taste the agedness in the dough. You know, it's not like, you know, made that same day. Like I said, it was about 48 hours, probably about 32 hours. I let this rise and ferment in the refrigerator. I like making the grandma pizza and putting the cheese on the bottom, because when you put fresh mozzarella cheese on top of sauce, it tends to get very, there's a lot of moisture, and you get a lot of wetness on top of the sauce. So this is a great way, without overcooking or burning the cheese. And you know, I could have cooked this even more, but it's really delicious as is. You do what you want to do. You know, you could buy the dough yourself, or you can make our dough. It's, you know, it's really simple. It's like, I don't know. To make one of these, I think there's a cup and a half of water and 3 cups of bread flour, 1 packet of instant yeast, a tablespoon of oil, and a teaspoon of salt. And that's it. Well, that wraps up this week's episode and recipe of Grandma Pizza. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did eating it. I will include both the dough and the marinara sauce recipes in the description below. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you being here. We will be back next week with a new recipe. You all have a great week, okay?
Here's an offer you shouldn't refuse. Subscribe to this channel.